What if I told you that the person you've been waiting for your entire life isn't your soulmate, isn't more money, isn't your dream job, but you? I know that sounds strange, because we're taught that one day someone will come along and change everything. The right relationship, the right opportunity, the right moment. We tell ourselves, I'll finally be happy when I lose the weight, when I find love, when I make more money, when people finally see my worth. But what if happiness was never waiting on the other side of those things? What if it's been quietly waiting inside of you this entire time? I spent so much of my life believing that something outside of me was going to fix what I felt inside. I thought confidence would come when I looked different. I thought peace would come when life became easier. I thought I'd finally feel enough when someone chose me. But every time I reached one goal, another one appeared. Every time I got what I thought I wanted, the feeling disappeared again. That's when I realized I wasn't chasing happiness. I was chasing a feeling that no external achievement could ever permanently give me. If you're new here, my name is Meenakshi, and every week we talk about confidence, self-love, and becoming the best version of yourself. And today, I want to talk about one realization that completely changed the way I look at life. I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is believing that our future self will somehow magically appear one day. We imagine this confident woman who wakes up early, takes care of herself, speaks kindly to herself, sets boundaries, follows her dreams, and never doubts herself. We admire her. We dream about becoming her. But then we wake up the next morning and we make the same choices we've always made. We wait for motivation. We wait for confidence. We wait until we feel ready. But here's the truth that nobody told me. That woman doesn't suddenly appear one morning. She is created. She is created every single time you choose discipline over excuses. Every time you speak kindly to yourself instead of criticizing yourself. Every time you say no to something that steals your peace. Every time you keep a promise to yourself. Your future self isn't waiting for you somewhere. She's watching the decisions you make today. Think about that for a second. Imagine meeting yourself 10 years from now. Do you think she'd thank you for spending another year doubting yourself? Or would she thank you for finally taking that first step, even though you were scared? Fear has convinced so many people to postpone their lives. I'll start next month. I'll wait until I'm more confident. I'll do it when life calms down. But life is never completely calm. There will always be another reason to wait. Another excuse. Another obstacle. If you keep waiting for perfect conditions, you will spend your whole life waiting. One of the most painful things isn't failing. It's reaching the end of your life wondering, what if I had just believed in myself a little sooner? I don't want that for you. I don't want you to spend years asking for permission to become the woman you've always wanted to be. Because here's the beautiful thing. Nobody can give you permission. It's already yours. The only person who's been standing between you and your next chapter is the version of yourself that still believes she's not ready. And maybe today is the day you stop listening to her. Have you ever noticed that we spend years waiting for life to begin? We say things like, I'll be confident when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I find the right relationship. I'll finally believe in myself when I become successful. We keep placing our happiness somewhere in the future, as if the life we're living right now is just a waiting room. But what if that's the biggest lie we've ever believed? Because while you're waiting to become her, life is happening. Your 20s happen. Your 30s happen. Your memories are being created right now. The days you're rushing through today might become the days you miss tomorrow. That's why I started asking myself a different question. Instead of asking, when will my life finally begin? I started asking, what if it's already happening? That question changed everything. I stopped treating my life like a rehearsal. I stopped waiting until I felt perfect before enjoying it. I stopped believing I had to earn the right to be happy. Maybe you've been doing the same thing. Maybe you've been waiting until you look a certain way before wearing the outfit you love. Maybe you've been waiting until you're more confident before speaking up. Maybe you've been waiting until you have more experience before chasing your dream. But confidence doesn't come first. Action does. Every confident person you admire once felt exactly the way you do now. They weren't born believing in themselves. They became confident because they kept showing up, even when they doubted themselves. That's something I wish more people understood. Confidence isn't the starting line. It's the reward for refusing to quit. Think about a child learning how to walk. Imagine if the child gave up after falling down 3 times. None of us would ever learn to walk. Yet somehow, when we become adults, we expect ourselves to be perfect on the first try. We expect our first business to succeed, our first relationship to last forever, our first video to go viral. And when it doesn't happen, we tell ourselves we're not enough. But what if failure isn't proof that you're incapable? What if it's proof that you're trying? Every woman you admire has failed. The only difference is that she didn't stop. She understood something that most people don't. Success doesn't belong to the most talented person. It belongs to the person who keeps going after everyone else gave up. So maybe the question isn't whether you're good enough. Maybe the real question is, are you willing to keep going long enough to find out who you could become? Because I promise you this, the woman you're dreaming about isn't waiting for a perfect moment. She's waiting for one brave decision. And maybe that decision starts today. Before this video ends, I want you to answer one question in the comments. Imagine you wake up tomorrow as the woman you've always wanted to become. What's the very first thing she'd tell you to do? I genuinely love to read your answers, because your comment might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today.